welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and I am on the hunt for the best drugstore sunscreen to use on my face. This was inspired by a comment. I don't remember who left it. I know the icon, I know the picture, but the name I forgot. One of you guys had asked about sunscreen and what I like to use on my face or what I recommend, and it dawned on me in that moment that I don't have a drugstore option to recommend. The sunscreens I tend to use are either something not sold at a drugstore, they're Korean brands, or just not easily accessible. And of course I thought, well, I've got to find the best drugstore sunscreen. And this comment came through in February when I was doing drugstore month and I only talk about drugstore products, and it dawned on me like, I couldn't even tell you one drugstore facial sunscreen that I like to use on my face on a regular basis. So I thought, let me buy a few, try them out, see what's out there. So I have 3 to talk about in this video. These are not reviews or anything. I have only tried these out a few times each, but these are the 3 that I'm going to be kind of testing out and seeing how they are and doing reviews on them. But if you have a drugstore sunscreen that's your go-to, that you use all the time, that you love to use on your face, let us know in the comments, because I'm like adding stuff to my list. I want to try it out and see what's out there so I can have some more stuff to recommend to you, especially sunscreen. It's very important to wear every single day. Okay, so let's start with the one I bought first and was the most excited about. This is the L'Oreal Bright Reveal SPF 50 Daily UV Lotion. I wanted this so bad. I saw this on a display late last year, maybe like November, December, and I was like, oh my God, an SPF 50 just for the face. I gotta get it, especially because it says fragrance free. A lot of the time sunscreen has that scent of sunscreen, which I don't usually mind on my body, but on my face, it'll give me a headache. I don't want to be annoyed with my sunscreen all day long. So I was like, yes, fragrance free. This one also says it's invisible. It visibly reduces the appearance of dark spots, and it's SPF 50, which is what I like to use on a daily basis, pretty much like around this time all the way through fall. During the winter, I don't mind using a moisturizing, a moisturizer with sunscreen in it. This winter I used the Rock moisturizer with SPF 30, and that one was totally fine. But on a daily basis, I like to use a moisturizer and then an SPF on top of it, and I like to go for SPF 50. So what are the claims on this one? It has UVA, UVB filters, which is great. It has vitamin C and vitamin E to help protect against environmental damage caused by free radicals that can accelerate the appearance of aging signs. It says invisible lightweight texture. I was really expecting a Korean sunscreen texture out of this. This is a chemical sunscreen, as are all 3 of these. This one has avobenzone, homosalate, octosalate, and octocrylene as the filters, and this is what it looks like. This one is also the most expensive, and you get the least amount in it. This one was $32.99 at Walgreens. I did only pay $19 for this though, because if you shop on the app, there's always a coupon, and this one had like a $10 off coupon or something. I work there, I get a discount, so I paid $19 for this, but at the store I work at, it retails for $32.99. I mean, there are a lot of expensive sunscreens out there. There are a lot of expensive drugstore sunscreens as well. La Roche-Posay, pretty much all their sunscreens are at least $30 each. So it's not an unusual price for a sunscreen, unfortunately, but yeah, it's a pricey one. And you only get 1.7 fluid ounces. This is the packaging here. So this one has a very milky texture to it. It blends very nicely into the skin. It doesn't leave any white cast. This one I've used probably 4 times or so. I took this one with me when I went on my little trip last weekend to Dallas, and it's very nice. It feels really good on the skin. It is very moisturizing. So the days I know I want to use this, I don't wear moisturizer. I just put this because it is so moisturizing. And the days that I forget, when I just do my whole skincare routine, moisturizer too, and then I come in here and sit down and I put on some SPF, this one is a little much on the skin. It just adds this other like really intensely moisturizing layer onto my skin, and then makeup goes on it really bad. It starts pilling on itself and it just doesn't look good. Most of the time when I would wear this, I'd be looking at it like, ugh, like it's stuck in my hairline. Makeup looks really bad, does not blend for nothing, but it's because this is so moisturizing that I have to skip moisturizer. And if I do that, this wears great. It looks great. Makeup goes great on top of it, but it can be a little much. So just a heads up, especially maybe if you have oily skin and you don't like that super moisturized feeling on your skin, this might be a little much. But so far, I'm liking it. It does have a scent. It does smell like sunscreen. It's nothing bad. It's very, very light. I kind of have to look for the scent in this one to find it, but I can smell it every now and then on my skin, but it's nothing offensive. So far so good with this one. Just very moisturizing, but I will continue to use it, of course, in different ways and try it with different makeup and primers and stuff and see how it wears. One more thing about the L'Oreal, it says allergy tested. It also says fragrance free, but this very clearly smells like sunscreen, but maybe it's not an added fragrance. It's just the way the ingredients smell. It's paraben free, dye free, mineral oil free. It also says absorbs quickly, which I would not say so. It also says non-greasy, which I would not say in a million years that this is non-greasy. It's greasy feeling. It's greasy, especially if you already have moisturizer on. It's going to feel very heavy on your skin. Absorbs quickly. Maybe if you put this and as your only thing, like you've washed your face and then just use this, maybe it would absorb quickly, but I love a multi-layered skincare routine. This does not absorb quickly. It feels good, but you could tell you put it on your skin. But there is no white cast with this one whatsoever, so far so good with that, but I'm still in the testing phase, you know? So let's move on. The next two I bought on the same trip. Let's talk about the Neutrogena Age Shield Face SPF 70. This one was $16.99 full retail. I don't remember what I bought it for, like after my discount, but it retails for $16.99, at least where I work. And this is the big old tube you get. This one also is 3 ounces, so it's half the price of the L'Oreal and you get a big old tub of it. This one, UVA, UVB rays. It also says, let's see, avobenzone, octisalate are the filters. This one says, and it has antioxidants, oil-free, non-greasy feel, non-comedogenic, sweat and water resistant, oxybenzone free. This is one I was really excited to try because I thought it was going to be a face version of their sheer sunscreen. I cannot remember the name of it now. But you know the one they came out with that feels like nothing when you put it on your body? That's what I was expecting from this, but no. Of the 3 so far, this is the one I've used the least amount, and I almost hate this. I don't like this at all. So they say it's for your face. They say it's oil-free. I don't know, man. Like, this feels like a heavy-duty sport sunscreen. The 2 times I have used this on my face, I washed it off before I even finished blending it in because it's just too much. It feels like a sunscreen I'd put on if I'm going to be outside gardening all day or something. It does have a sunscreen scent to it again, although this one doesn't claim not to, but the scent is there and it's sunscreen. It doesn't have a white cast when you're first blending it on, but they do claim no white cast, and I don't really see one here on my hand. But when I put this on my face, there's a very obvious white cream on my face that takes a very long time to sink in. It feels very heavy. Like this one, the L'Oreal felt very heavy because it was too much moisture. This one feels very heavy because the texture, it feels like a sport waterproof sunscreen that you'd put all over your body or your face if you're going to be outside doing outside activities all day or something. It doesn't feel very good on the face. It doesn't feel elegant. I don't want to reach for this one. And when it comes to sunscreen, they can be very expensive to just be trying all these sunscreens to see if you like them. So I'm hoping that these videos I do on these sunscreens are going to be helpful in helping you choose one. If you're looking for a sunscreen to wear every day that you're going to enjoy putting on, that feels good, you're not even going to think twice about it, it doesn't feel like sunscreen, this is not the one. I don't know about this. If you use this on a daily basis, let me know, but this is not the one I want to reach for on a daily basis. It feels like sunscreen, like an old formulation or something. Like, sunscreen has come such a long way. I don't know why they still make this kind of formula for the face, especially. Not my favorite, and both times I tried it, I washed it off. I just don't like it. Okay, then the last one I have to talk about is from Eucerin. This is the Tinted Age Defense SPF 50. This one was very, very intriguing to me. It's 2.5 ounces. It comes in an airless pump, which I love. It was also $16.99. This one is a pretty popular seller, at least where I work. A lot of people buy this one. And one thing I thought was very interesting is that it's tinted, but it says it's tinted and it works on all skin tones. Look at this range of skin tones they put here, and they say that the tint in this one will work on all of these skin tones from light to deep. And I thought, that's not possible. That is not possible at all. And then I thought, well, maybe they put the tint in it to cover up the white cast because this is probably a mineral sunscreen. It's not a mineral sunscreen, it's chemical. So then I thought, why even do the tint then if you don't need to cover up a white cast? I don't know. I mean, tinted sunscreen's a popular thing. I really want to try the Supergoop one. But anyway, it's tinted and it says it works on all skin tones. I had to try it out. So a couple of the claims on this one, it's hypoallergenic, blendable tint for all skin tones. It says good for sensitive skin. It doesn't have octinoxate or oxybenzone, no fragrance, dyes, phthalates, and it does not run into your eyes and sting. So of the three, this one had the most interesting texture. Let me wipe off my hand here real quick because I want to reacquaint myself with the scent. So of the three so far, this is the one I've been using the most. This is the one I want to reach for. It's a very unique kind of application experience. I'll tell you about it now. So it's in an airless pump, which is great. I find the amount that comes out in one pump is enough for my face and my neck. It's a big old glob, but it blends in nicely, but you have to work extremely fast with this sunscreen. And right before I put all this makeup on, I filmed myself applying this and I didn't turn on the camera. I was like holding it and posing with it, and I put it all on, and then I reached over to turn off the camera and it turned on. So I did it, but I didn't film it. Anyway, it comes out tinted. It feels very, very smooth and light and thin when you're putting it on, but within about 5 full seconds, it's dry and stuck onto your face. Like right now, it's already like really difficult to move, and it's there. Like there's no more blending this around. It's stuck wherever it is right now. You have to work very, very, very fast with this. Like I'm not joking, 5 seconds is what I have. I pump this on, I get it on all of my fingertips like this. I pat it on my face and I immediately blend as fast as I can because I've only got 5 seconds. Fast, 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 under the eyes, eyebrows, everywhere. And then once I start feeling it getting super tacky and like dried down and stuck, that's all I have. It will not move after that. As far as the tint goes, I know you can't really see it here on my hand because I only used a little bit for demonstration purposes, but the tint is obvious. So I don't know how this is gonna work on all of these skin tones and how they claim blendable for all skin tones, because it's very obvious. Like when I put this on, it looks like I have a tinted sunscreen on my face. It looks like I did a self-tanner the night before and I woke up to a tanned skin. And I wore this on a little road trip we went on last weekend, and I only wore this. I didn't put any makeup on top of it. And I even asked my boyfriend, I was like, does my skin look like it's a different color? Because it does. It looks different. But it wears beautifully. Like I've used this multiple times without primer, put makeup straight on top of it. It wears great. It doesn't sting or run into my eyes like they said. It feels moisturizing, but not as intensely as the L'Oreal. It dries down into your face so freaking fast. You can still feel it. It still feels like you put sunscreen on your face, but it dries down really nicely. And I like this one, although I have to blend it so fast and it does tint my skin a little bit. It doesn't make makeup look weird on top of it. I use all my same shades and nothing works weird. It doesn't change anything. It's good. I really like this one. So far of the three, this is the one I'm liking the most. But I'm curious to know if you have any other skin tone besides mine, how does this look on your face? As I'm curious, especially about the lighter end and the darker end of the spectrum. How does this tint work on your skin? Because I'm just curious. But those are the 3 sunscreens I am trying out right now, and so far my initial experience with them. Let me know if you've tried any of these and what you think of them. I would love to know. Also, leave me your sunscreen recommendations in the comments because I want to buy and try some more from the drugstore. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for some updates. Of course, I want to do reviews on these, especially as we get closer to like spring and summer and stuff. But Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you later in another video.